Today, we're diving into a powerful story about a man who was right on the edge of incredible success, but then a single temptation, just one bad idea, threatened to bring it all crashing down. It's a classic cautionary tale about the real cost of greed.
So let me just start by asking you this. Can a little bit of greed actually be a good thing? You know, a shortcut to getting rich faster? Well, we're going to explore that very question through the story of a sweet seller named Ramesh.
All right, let's get into part one, Ramesh's sweet business, and what was truly a recipe for success.
So meet Ramesh. He's living a pretty great life in his village with his wife and 2 kids, and he runs this small but really successful sweet stall. It was a real family affair. He and his wife made all the sweets together, and things were going incredibly well for them.
And man, was business booming. People absolutely loved their sweets, the profits were just rolling in, and they were on this amazing path to becoming wealthy. And it was all built on their hard work and, most importantly, their commitment to quality.
So what was their secret sauce? Well, here it is. It wasn't anything complicated. It was just a simple, rock-solid commitment to using the best stuff. Pure daisy ghee, which is a type of clarified butter, fresh milk, and only high-quality ingredients. No shortcuts. Period.
And that dedication, it paid off big time. Word about Ramesh's amazing, high-quality sweets spread like wildfire. Soon, he had customers coming in from all the surrounding villages. His reputation, that was his most valuable asset.
Okay, so now for part 2, when greed entered the mind. A very costly suggestion.
And here it is, the moment everything starts to change. His wife comes up with what seems like a simple idea. What if we swap out the expensive ghee for some cheap local dalda, a vegetable shortening? We could literally double our profit. And just like that, the seed of temptation was planted.
This right here perfectly lays out the choice Ramesh was facing. On one side, you have the path of honesty, the very thing that already made him so successful. But on the other, there's the shortcut of greed, promising a much, much bigger reward. So what's he going to do?
Well, that lure of doubling his profits, it was just too much to resist. He caved. Ramesh went to the market and completely abandoned the principles that had made his business a success. He bought the cheap, low-quality stuff instead.
And now for part 3, the bitter truth of adulteration. And you can just see the dominoes start to fall. And the backlash, it didn't take long. But the first complaint wasn't about the taste or the price. No, it was so much worse. A loyal customer came back, not with praise, but to tell him that his sweets had made his entire family sick.
And then another person came forward. And then another. The accusation was becoming crystal clear. Ramesh was no longer that honest sweet seller everyone knew and trusted. He was now just another cheat, cutting corners to make a quick buck.
And you know how fast everything can unravel? The trust that he had spent years building was totally destroyed in an instant. The news that he was cheating his customers spread through the community, sealing the fate of his business.
And the impact? Wow, it was absolutely catastrophic. Just look at this. His customer base practically vanished overnight. I mean, from 100% down to 5%. The stall that was once famous in all the villages was now basically a ghost town.
All right, let's wrap this up with our final lesson in part 4. Greed is a curse.
So there he was, standing by his empty stall, his reputation completely in tatters. And it was in that moment that Ramesh finally got it. He hadn't doubled anything. In fact, he lost everything that actually mattered. He finally understood, way too late, the real price of his greed.
And this really gets to the core of what greed is, doesn't it? It's not just about wanting more. It's that desire for a little more that makes you completely blind to all the good things you already have and makes you risk losing it all.
And that's really the bottom line here. This isn't just a story about selling sweets. It's a fundamental lesson in business and really in life. Chasing short-term profits by sacrificing your quality and your integrity, it doesn't lead to more wealth. It leads almost inevitably to your own ruin.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Ramesh destroyed years of customer trust in a single day. Once a bond like that is so completely and totally broken, how do you ever win it back? Is it even possible? Something to think about.